Good evening, everyone. My name is Misha. I'm going to present Nestle case with Peter and Geoffrey. Nestle is a Swiss multinational food and beverage company headquartered in Vevey, Switzerland. It's the largest food company in the world measured by revenues. Nestle products include baby food, bottled water, breakfast cereals, coffee and tea, dairy products, ice cream, frozen food, pet foods, and snacks. Nestle has 447 factories, operates in 194 countries, and employ around 333,000 people. It's one of the main shareholders of L'Oreal, the world's largest cosmetics company. Nestle was formed in 1905 by the merger of the Anglo-Swiss Milk Company, established in 1866 by brothers J. Bridge and Charles Page and Farel Latte. Henry Nestle, founded in 1866 by Henry Nestle, the company grew significantly during the First World War and again following the Second World War, expanding its offering beyond its early condensed milk and infant formula products. The company has made a number of corporate acquisitions from 1963 to 2007. The key factor which drove the early history, the emphasis that would become that Nestle company was Henry Nestle's search for a healthy, economical alternative and breastfeeding for mothers who could not feed their babies. His ultimate goal was to help combat the problem of the infant mortality due to malnutrition to the malnutrition. Henry Nestle also showed early understanding of the power of branding. He had adopted his own coat of arms as a trademark. In Swiss German, Nestle means little nest. Nestle has grown into an international organization with operations in 77 countries. And now I'm going to talk about knowledge. Knowledge in Nestle. An organization that seeks to sustain growth in mature markets should identify new growth opportunities by gaining crucial market information. Such impetus should be guided by the principle of increasing cash flow of large-scale growth while improving in the capital efficiency. And the second thing, which is strategy, innovation, and alternative. They need to improve efficiency, should map a company's strategy and internal growth. The company should therefore seek new avenues to accrue revenue and generate new source of growth for the company to expand fully in future. For example, Nestle had invested in low growth products for a decade, and were now focused on the demand for nutrition and wellness products. That was an opportunity for growth. This was way before the nutritional value was a major marketing strategy for most products. And the company should, and I'm gonna talk now about the strengthening. The company should work in strengthening the innovations that it has come up with to make better products that meet the consumers' expectations, global trends, challenges, and competition standards. Nestlé, for example, dedicates two-thirds of its research and development department to renovation of existing product well on third dedicated to product innovations. And the last thing, which is external growth, which is despite the emphasis laid of the development of the internal growth structures. External growth should be used to spur internal growth, according to Louis Centurial, the executive vice president at Nestlé. A company cannot be established on external growth, but external growth can be used to support internal growth. Now I'm gonna make Geoffrey talk about life cycle.
So I'm going to introduce you two famous marketing theories. The first one is going to be the product life cycle. So the product life cycle is like one of the most famous one. Older, long-established products eventually become less popular, while in contrast the demand for new, more modern goods usually increase quite rapidly after they are launched. So the product life cycle has four very clearly defined stages, each with its own characteristics that mean different things for business that are trying to manage the life cycle of their particular product. The first stage is the introduction stage. So this stage of the cycle could be the most expensive for a company launching a new product. The size of the market for the product is small, which means sales are low, although they will be increasing. On the other hand, the cost of the thing like research and development, consumer testing, and the marketing needed to launch the product can be very high, especially if it's a competitive sector. The second stage is the growth stage. So the growth stage is typically characterized by a strong growth in sales and profit, and because the company can start to benefit from economy of scale in production, the profit margin as well as the overall amount of profit will increase. This makes it possible for business to invest more money in the promotional activity to maximize the potential of this growth stage. Then is the maturity stage. During the maturity stage, the product is established, and the aim for the manufacturer is now to maintain the market share that they've built up before. This is probably the most competitive time for most product and business need to invest wisely in any marketing they undertake. They also need to consider any product modification or improvement to the production process, which might give them a competitive advantage. Nestlé is currently in this stage. And at the end, the decline stage is the last stage. Eventually, the market for products will start to shrink, and this is what is known as the decline stage. The shrinkage could be due to the market becoming saturated, or because the consumer are switching to a different type of product. While the decline may be inevitable, it may still be possible for companies to make some profit by switching to less expensive production, for example, method, and like cheaper market. In the case of Nestlé, if we look at Nestlé business area in product life cycle, then it is easy to judge that they are at the maturity stage. Because the food and beverage industry has become the pioneer market, and at this stage its profit is positive and sales do not increase, because Nestlé reinvents their products in terms of packaging, labeling, and continue to add values such as nutrition and wellness into their products to capture value from the customer. There exists high competition among Nestlé company, so they need high distribution and promotion expenses. And healthy growth in a mature market could only be reached by strengthening Nestlé innovative capacity. In first, Nestlé try to improve the company's capital efficiency and cutting back on their investment budget. To do that, Nestlé established different strategy and programs, such as reducing raw material costs, drive efficiency in the group administrative process, and then install a common information system because of its highly decentralized structure. Then I'm going to introduce you to another one, the branding strategy. So despite its dedication to internal growth, Nestlé uses external growth to support internal growth. The acquisition has been used to accelerate the organic growth. By growing the brand equity and awareness, Nestlé aims to increase its market share. The following theory, the branding strategy, explains how important it is to have a strong brand. In principle of marketing, a brand is defined as a name, term, sign, symbol that identify the maker or seller of the products. Why a brand? A brand helps an organization differentiate itself from its competitors. In today's competitive world, customers expect products to have branding customer. Customer often build up a relationship with a brand that they trust and will regularly purchase products from the brand. Some people will only purchase a particular brand, and even though there is acceptable alternative on the market. In terms of brand equity, so brand equity is pretty much how much is a brand worth. So a brand equity refers to the value of a brand. Brand equity does not develop in one day. Nike, Adidas, Harrods have high brand equity. These brands command high awareness and customer loyalty. But how much are these brands worth? It's difficult to put a value on the brand, but we all know that a pair of Nike trainers without the logo on them is worth a fraction of the price of a pair of trainers containing nice logo and branding. In terms of branding strategy, so the branding strategy is composed of few different areas. When a company manages its brand, it has a number of strategies it can use to further increase its brand's value. There are the line, first of all, the line extension. So this is where an organization adds to its current product line by introducing version of its products with new features. To be successful, Nestlé needs to move the group into promising new product segments, upgrade the product, especially in a mature market, is crucial in order to keep the product alive. 2/3 of the company research and development activity are dedicated to renovating exciting products and create new product line in Nestlé. The second stage is the brand extension. The brand extension, if the current brand name is successful, you may use the brand name to extend into new business area. Nestlé sensed that the growing demand for wellness and nutritional could provide a good opportunity for sustainable growth in Nestlé's market. The company announced in 2000 its vision of transforming Nestlé from a food company into a food, nutrition, health and wellness company. The objective was, first, develop nutrition and wellness as a value-added feature in the mainstream food and beverage business, and the second one was pretty much reinforce the company leadership. So then the multi-branding strategy. The company decided to introduce more brands into an exciting category. Nestlé have a number of brands in the cereal market and the cereal bar market. Multi-branding can allow an organization to maximize profit, but the companies need to be wary over their own brand competing with each other over market share. Nestlé have a number of brands in the food and beverage. The first motivation of Nestlé's acquisition is to extend its market share in business in which scale is vital for success. The acquisition of different companies such as Jenny Craig, Redstone Purina or Dreyer made of Nestlé the leader on this different business industry. Nestlé is one of the most successful companies regarding the effective integration of acquisition. Then the new brand. An organization may decide to launch a new brand into a market. The new brand may be used to compete with exciting rival and may be marketed as something new and fresh. Nestlé created two brands called Corporate Wellness Unit and Nestlé Nutrition Unit to develop the new Nestlé value toward health conscious. The value of this new brand orientation is incorporated into a vast range of products category. Nestlé has modified more than 700 products by adding nutritional functionalities. Then I'm going to let you, Peter, introduce to the last tools.
Thanks, my friend Mitch and Jeffrey. Now, let's move on to the Nestlé product innovation. There are three levels in this innovation. So, level one is upgrading existing product to increase operation performance. Level two is innovation in the nutrition and wellness products. Level three is innovation in the beauty product. Before this, let's move on to the matrix. This matrix, the innovation ambition matrix. And there are three levels in this matrix. The first level, at the lower left, is core innovation. It means that company can optimize existing products and assets to serve existing market and customers, which including new packaging, product reformulations, and added service convenience. For example, the form of soap changed from solid to liquid, or replacing plastic with shrink wrapping to reduce shipping charges. Such innovations draw on a sense of the company already has in place. So these innovations belong to the core innovation. The second level is adjacent innovation. As adjacent innovation means company add incremental products and actions